Hello, boys. Hello, gals. And hello, non-binary pals. Welcome back to the judgiest place on the internet on this special 420X NFL Draft-a-thon episode. I'm Josh, and I'm the high one.
I'm Rick, and I'm not high yet.
And I'm Christian, and I'm redacted.
And we are the Judgies, back and better than ever. Here's what's on the docket. We got a story that accidentally lying leads to an awkward situation we'd rather be left out of.
Oh.
A CB dad likes spanking his kids a little too much for my taste.
Ew. Okay.
Yeah.
A kid's potential name will have you going, Mary, you wanna try a different one? A barbecue goes awry, and a listener gets poopcock and has a story about it.
Poopcock. Oh, yes. I know. Yes. Okay. I'm on the same page. I thought you... In my brain, I was like, did he say poppycock wrong?
No, that was you about the trivia with badminton. That was a Judgies podcast reference. How are we doing today, folks?
We're doing good.
Allegedly. How come, Erica, can I ask you a question?
Maybe.
What do you mean you're not yet?
Not what yet?
Hi.
Oh, that I just took the edible on the way here? Allegedly?
And you were driving in a school zone too fast?
I was driving.
No, Christian was driving. And he didn't take his edible till we got here.
Redacted. That's all redacted. I didn't do shit.
Well, you had a cookie.
A gummy.
And I left a real fucking film in my mouth. It's a probiotic one.
Now, that's something I would pay to see.
Christian take a probiotic.
No, a film in his mouth.
Boo!
I guess. I don't know. The energy is opposite of low today.
Okay.
Okay.
I get it.
Ah, yes.
I mean,
no.
Have we seen the Minecraft movie yet?
No, have you?
There's a Minecraft movie?
Erica, what are we... Are you
you're
being
amazing.
for real?
You're
Genuinely.
Blake is going to murder you.
Why?
How have you not heard about the Minecraft movie?
Who do you think the main actor for the Minecraft movie is?
If I had to guess, Jack Black.
No way, right? There's no way, right?
I don't know.
I refuse to believe this whole facade that you've placed.
Well, he did,
Jumanji.
well, yeah, he did Jumanji, but what's
Jumanji
the
2.
Wreck-It Ralph? Was he in Wreck-It Ralph? Not Wreck-It
No.
Ralph. He was in some kind of video game movie. Didn't he play Bowser?
He
Was
played
it
Bowser.
Mario?
He did play Bowser.
Okay, so that's my thinking
Okay.
is that, like,
Okay.
here comes
You're
another...
1 for 1. Who?
Am I right?
Yeah, he plays Steve.
Who's
Allegedly.
Steve?
The main Minecraft Steve.
You've never played Minecraft. I can't be too upset at you.
Literally never, not once.
Some people, the movie's out, so I could have Googled this. Some people are theorizing he's actually Herobrine. Who's starring with him? There's 4 people. 2 of them are unknown actors. There's somebody starring with him.
I don't even
There's
know.
a famous actor starring with him?
Yes, very famous.
Male or female?
Male, of course. It's a Minecraft movie.
Kevin Hart?
No way. You're telling me for real you haven't
He's
seen...
fucking with me, right?
I can't give you the clap. I don't know this answer.
No, it's Jason Momoa. But what's this look for?
I remember that now that Jason
okay.
Momoa was in there.
Yeah, Jason Momoa, Jack Black, and then 2 people I've never seen or heard of. You gonna see it? Long story short?
No.
Oh, I want to see it so bad.
Here's the thing. I want to see it so bad.
Yeah.
There's no way I fit that into my busy schedule.
I mean, that's a movie you can pop an E to and get in there and edible. Short for edible.
Okay.
Sure.
Or should I say ed? Pop and ed?
Poppin' Ed.
All right.
How cool was my text message that I sent you guys?
I was sick as hell.
Okay.
It also really made me panicked.
Really? Well, sometimes weed will do that to you.
Well, I wasn't even high. I don't get high. But when I saw it, I was like, our track record. I was like, we have to get there because there's a chance we get there.
Yeah.
Weed. Get there.
He's already absolutely baked out of his gourd, and he can't even get the show off.
I have an episode to host.
Yeah, that's what was a little worried about.
At 6:40 p.m., allegedly, I said 3, 2, 1, lift off. I'll be friggin' baked by the time y'all get here.
Did you prank us? Did you not actually take one? What a prank.
April Fools.
I really enjoy the bit of texting the word friggin. To go
You're
out of your
friggin'?
way to type friggin is really funny to me.
See, I'm
Okay.
a frickin'.
Yeah, or frickin'. Just like the fact that it's not fucking,
Yep.
and also putting it in a spot where like obviously the whole text was like a joke,
Yeah.
but like typing the word friggin' in a place where you probably wouldn't even type fucking on a text. You might say fucking, like, oh, I'm fucking pissed. You might just type like, I'm so mad.
Yeah.
But you would say, I'm so frickin' mad. And taking the time to insert a frickin' or friggin', that's an 8.
Hey, I agree with you. I've been really working this into my life.
I'm not that impressed. Honestly.
Anytime
It's not an impressive thing. It's just funny to me.
I don't think it's that funny.
I've been really dabbling with the word crap in my lexicon.
Crap's a
I've
good one.
noticed.
I love saying I go take a crap.
You dabble with crap. That's something you do.
I do dabble in crap.
Okay.
The dice game.
That's craps, plural.
Not when you're playing a bunch like me. It's kind of like it's kind of the opposite.
Did you see that we got
French.
invited to a euchre tournament?
I don't know how to play euchre.
Me neither.
I feel like we're gonna get
so-
fucking we're gonna get sharked, dude.
Should we not go?
Should we shark them? Should
How
we
much
get
is the
really
buy-in?
good at euchre?
I don't know. I didn't look at the invitation. I just saw you got invited, and the title
What?
of the event was
What?
euchre
On
tournament.
Facebook?
What?
Yeah.
That makes sense. I was like, what friends do
Oh.
we possibly have?
In Chicago?
No,
Oh, no. What were they playing?
They were playing
They were
euchre.
playing
What is it,
euchre.
euchre?
they tried to teach me, but I was too drunk.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like hearts.
It is,
but-
but with more cards.
Yeah.
I don't know how to play that either.
Hearts is easy. Euchre's always been too intimidating for me.
And
Even
euchre,
though it is
you
the
have like
same
a
game.
you have a partner that you can't really communicate with, but you have to work with your partner to win.
But if you get caught communicating, isn't it like you lose or something?
I don't know.
Maybe not.
Interesting.
We don't just talk about card games on this podcast. We also do other things on this podcast. And sometimes,
I need to know what your favorite card game is.
I don't know. I mean, I was pretty big on the one that on five crowns. Is that what
Five
it's called?
Crowns. Ooh, I love Five Crowns.
When we played that, which I brought into your life, and I never heard a thank you about that.
you
did.
literally didn't, but
Did
go
it
on.
was
What?
my coworker.
No.
Erica,
No.
you are misremembering, and that's okay.
My boss told me about it.
You know what's funny is I brought it, and then no. You're correct. I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Oh, I was about to fucking crash out. But
I remember having
mean,
this
friggin'.
exact conversation. See, I remember having this exact conversation when it first happened, because it was like, here's this game I've never heard of, and we just played with like a deck of cards. And maybe were you still in school or something?
I
And you
don't
would
know.
come back, and then we had the same conversation. I just would have appreciated it. Thank you.
How about a frig you, Joshua? Because I brought the game anyway.
Anywho, we sometimes podcast on this podcast. What that tells us going on about silly little stories.
Did you notice how he didn't ask us what our favorite card game was? It's fine. I guess we're not real friends. Go on.
She's going fish.
Nice.
You want to know what her favorite game is? Euchre. She's a shark.
What card game do you like?
No, it's fine. We don't. We can. You can continue. It's your episode, bud. You can.
I just think it's normal for people to not interrupt people with a question, and then it's also normal to just ask other people questions and not expect a reciprocal question. And it's normal for people to just ask or just state a fact instead of asking a question in order to be reciprocated. Does that make sense? It sounds like I explained that perfectly, judging by the looks on your guys' confused face.
I did the math. I figured out what you're saying.
I was attempting to do the math.
What I'm saying
no.
is,
Just say your favorite game.
Just
We don't have
move
to
on.
dig
I
for
was
it.
thrown off from the interruption into a question.
Yeah.
And then I was backpedaling, and I was like, I just got to get back on track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about that, Joshua.
Okay. What's your favorite card game, Erica?
I don't know. Old Maid.
Really?
No.
Okay. Christian, what's your
hey,
favorite card game?
I don't have one.
You're really unlucky at them.
I
I'm
like
bad at card
Nerds
games.
and I like Canasta.
You love Nerds.
I fucking love Nerds.
You
It's so
always
fun.
want to play it.
I've never once played it with you, Josh. You
That's
don't
what
know
I'm
how to play
saying.
it.
But you
You do
But
wanna
you
play
always
a lot.
want to play it.
Yeah, because it's fun.
Yeah.
It's because you're really good at it.
I am.
And there's such a learning curve, and you just get to dominate people over and over
Yeah.
and over
I feel like
again.
we played it once,
I've never taught you
and
how to
maybe
play
that's
Nerds.
why I stopped. I saw the beast.
I also like Kemps. We have played Kemps.
Is that the game I'm confusing it with?
You have a partner.
I do. Her name's Aurora.
I hate you.
I
Just move
no,
on.
we
I
did
do
play
figure we
cards.
need to get to that episode before Josh gets really high. I'm just
Allegedly.
worried. I'm looking at time frames.
What's
I'm
your
doing-
favorite card game?
I don't have one. I'm bad at them.
Gwent.
You're mad at me now too. I'm just trying to get us on the rails because we're all about to be high and we're gonna get so off the rails again.
Allegedly.
I've been faking an allergy for years, and now it's gone way too far. This is from r/confession. This started as a dumb excuse, and now I'm in too deep. Years ago, it's me on a Friday night. No, not Friday night. Well, I guess kind of on a Friday night. Most Friday nights we're here.
And you're in too deep.
Yeah. I sort of dig a hole with Erica,
That's true.
much like you would
Minecraft.
do in the Minecraft movie.
Full circle.
Well,
Actually,
block.
it's a grid system in Minecraft. Cubes, really. Half cubes, quarter cubes. Years ago, I went on a date with a girl who was obsessed with peanut butter. She just kept pushing me to try her peanut butter smoothie, even though I said I wasn't in the mood. Instead of just saying no, I blurted out, "Oh, I can't. I'm allergic." Big mistake. She was super concerned, asked a million questions, and I figured, whatever, I'll never see her again. But then she introduced me to her friend group, and they all knew about my allergy. And at that point, correcting it felt too awkward.
Yeah.
Fast forward 6 years. I am still friends with these people. My allergy is a known fact about me. They warn restaurants for me. They check ingredients. One of them even threw out a peanut butter cake someone brought to a party just to be safe. What's a peanut butter cake?
It's a cake made out of peanut butter.
Like entirely? Because that's just peanut butter. It's not cake.
I think it's a chocolate cake that's made with peanut butter. I don't know.
Is
I
it-
feel like my mom's made something like that before.
I'll
Is
Google it for you.
a true cake, or is it like a mousse that they call a cake? You know what I mean?
Oh, good question.
Well, I know my
Like a
mom's made
cheesecake.
my
Like
mom's
what-
made like a dark chocolate cake that has like a peanut butter frosting.
Peanut butter frosting. That sounds like a fucking album name for some person that makes that funny.
We'll write that down in the list.
Yeah.
Peanut butter cake from allrecipes.com.
I think they got it.
Flour, sugar, baking soda, milk, eggs, vanilla,
Sounds like a cake.
Yeah.
water, butter, vegetable oil, and peanut butter is inside the cake. And then the icing is butter, peanut butter, milk, vanilla, confectioner's sugar. So it's a lot of peanut butter.
Is there a picture of it?
Deconstruction. Just the ingredients. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
You got my ass.
Yeah.
You really did get my ass with that one.
There you go.
It
Oh,
looks like cake,
That looks like cake.
but very small cake. I don't know why they made it so flat. Maybe it doesn't
it's,
rise very much because the peanut butter is so heavy.
Well, let me look.
You think they the top comment?
Hey, don't worry. It's not going to rise much. The peanut butter's really heavy.
I mean, that makes sense to me.
Don't get that, Josh.
I
Tell me he's a
fucking
fucking
hate
idiot.
online recipes, dude.
Yep.
I just think it's a
3
thin sheet
stars.
cake.
I used a bunt pan for 55 for 35, 350 degrees. Didn't we do a recipes? We should do that again. That was fun. 3 stars. It took much longer to cook than recommended in the recipe. It
That's
reminded me
how
of
it always goes.
cornbread with really good peanut butter fudge on it.
Okay.
That doesn't sound bad. Blake, cut all of that. Here we are back in this story. The worst part is I love peanut butter. I eat it in secret. I have a stash at work. Once, my best friend said, "Man, it must suck not knowing what a Reese's tastes like." And I just nodded solemnly. Now my girlfriend, who also believes I'm allergic, wants us to move in together. And she's super cautious about food. I'm terrified she'll find my peanut butter stash and think I've been lying to her, which I have
I was about to say.
for
Yeah.
years. I have no idea how to get out of this. Do I fake a miracle recovery, a medical misdiagnosis, or do I just keep the lie going forever?
I guess the easiest way is start eating local honey and then say it cured your allergies.
I mean, that would be the biggest thing for a U type.
Oh.
Isn't that just for like pollen allergies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Start microdosing peanut butter and say, "Oh, that's how I cured it."
Yeah.
We got that tip from our local chiropractor.
To microdose peanut butter
Yeah.
for Olson Or just in
I
general?
was just fucking with you.
That's some shit chiropractors.
You
would
said
give
it so convincing. You can't blame me for that. That's more of a huzzah moment than a judging moment, I feel like.
Honestly, I feel like you weren't even lying. You said it so convincingly. I don't think it counts as a lie.
Some people, I think, do try that.
Yeah, no, that has been proven to work on like certain things, but
Yeah, I was just lying. Got your ass.
okay, cool. Me too. I'm so glad you said that.
We've been lying this whole time.
Everything I've ever said has been a lie.
Oh no!
Don't fact check me.
Oh no! This is terrible news for me. She says a lot of good things about
You
me.
have the most to lose with this
Yeah.
revelation.
Oh no!
But yeah, some people do try to do the microdosing thing, but I think you hit them with the you accidentally eat peanuts,
Yeah.
and then you go, "Oh my god, I'm not dying. Maybe I was misdiagnosed." I think that's the easiest way
For sure. Other than like just coming clean and telling the truth, I feel like that's gonna ruin a lot of things for you if you do it. But I mean,
Yeah.
that's probably the best thing for you to do morally.
Morally, yes.
I think you find a New York City phone book. You flip through the pages until you find someone named Mom. Do what Josh said. Accidentally eat a peanut. Go, what the hell? Mom was lying to me this whole time. Call the person named Mom. Yell at them. They'll be confused. But then when your girlfriend picks up the phone, she's like, what's going on, Mom? And the person will be like, yeah, this is Mom. And then
Yeah.
all your bases are covered.
Yeah.
And you get to eat peanut butter now.
Did you just come up with that?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Actually, the plot to the Minecraft movie, believe it or not.
Shut up, Josh.
Shut up, really?
I'm trying to impress her.
Genuinely?
In this,
You're
Jason
saying it's-
Momoa's mom.
You're saying it so convincingly. Genuinely.
yeah,
No.
yeah.
I don't know who to believe.
We're going to need tone
You have to
indicators this
kill one of
episode.
us. We'll have to, I don't know what to do. In your scenario, was it like old school 90s, 2000s phone where the wife picks up a separate landline and joins the conversation?
That makes more sense.
Oh,
But no, I wasn't talking about that.
Okay.
But we can write that into a movie. Should we start writing a movie right now?
Some people do try to microdose. I have no idea if it has any like, I mean, mixed results at best, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Nothing bets 100.
yeah, exactly. But I also feel like here's the thing.
1,000.
is,
A lot of things bet 100.
Don't a lot of food allergies, it's like you can have at once and you get a bad reaction. Then it's like you have it twice and it's like, now you're fucking dead.
Oh, like it gets worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, let's say you were eating a peanut butter cake
Okay.
and you had an allergic reaction and you thought that it was to the peanut butter, or you assumed that it was to the peanut butter, but instead it was actually
Okay.
The bitch you were eating it with.
Cooking. The bitch you're eating it with.
That's actually really smart.
Yeah.
You can double down with another
No,
lie.
I'm allergic to the eggs. Oh.
It turns out I was allergic to the specific plastic she used as a spatula.
They used a different fabric detergent.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
That's
was red
what-
dye 40. Fuck.
It was red peanut butter. I forgot about that detail. They thought it was blood. It was just the peanut butter coming back up. That was sent in from Johnny.
Way to go, Johnny.
And they said, this was titled for Josh to read. And they said, piss shit. Subject is Josh to read because Josh is the only one that reads what I send in.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Sorry, Johnny.
Did you send it to my Instagram?
I don't know.
Then it's not my problem.
That story was also sent in by Ty, so thanks, Ty. And you sent it in at the same time as the other person. So it was a lie. They sent it in a whole day before.
Yeah, be faster than that, Johnny.
This is a story now sent in by... They don't say if I can say their name, and it's not a name, it is a username, so I'm not going to say it. How about that?
Thanks, Bluebity. That's their name now.
Eiffel 65 reference?
I hope so. Please, God, I hope so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trigger warning, physical abuse. Am I the asshole for asking my dad to keep his hands to himself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their dad is 57, mom is 50, and the person, Bluebity, is 30.
Okay.
Is this a listener submitted sound?
No.
Story?
Yeah.
What sound but word? What sound but word paper?
Shit.
I cannot believe I'm asking about this. I feel like I'm going insane. My dad has always had this weird to me thing with smacking butts. So did his dad, my gramps.
Oh.
And a lot of my family members on his side, aunts, cousins, see this as a normal sign of affection. Let me be clear. It is in no way sexual.
It was actually really good.
That was really good.
Thanks.
I thought he was in the room with us.
Pete Buttigieg?
That's not who I thought it was.
He's criticized for doing an Obama, like mimicking all of his. A lot of top Dems mimic Obama's
Interesting.
speaking patterns and mannerisms because he was such an effective orator.
Yeah. I mean, he was killing
the
it
mayor
up there.
Pennsylvania does it the worst. Josh Shapiro. Anywho, Erica,
Surprise,
way to make
surprise,
it
it's
political.
Josh.
Yep.
Way to make it political. Very
I
funny.
didn't say anything.
You did say surprise, surprise. It's a Josh, which is very funny.
Yeah, I know it was funny.
Christian,
I got nothing to
you're
say.
to blame as well.
Come on.
Somehow. Anyway, no more jokes. This is a serious story. Let me be clear. It is in no way sexual. He means it more like a small boy hitting a butt because it's funny, or it'll get a reaction. Or even like sports dudes and their good job butt smack. My dad is a hockey guy. Except my dad goes for jet-propelled One of those times it's easier said than read. I mean...
Flip it and reverse it.
I mean, like, he has launched my mom. Wait, I skipped the line. Maybe out of fear. Was it a Freudian skip? Except my dad goes for the jet-propelled trajectory ass slaps.
That was a hard sentence.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I'm really proud of you.
If I would have done it correctly the first time, would we have even noticed?
No.
How impressive. Maybe it was a intentional fuck up. I mean,
You're a real professional.
he has launched my mom a bit when he put his full effort into it. She's 5'4" and like 110 pounds. She doesn't hate it, but it does annoy her. Which sounds like she doesn't like it.
Yeah.
And if you don't like something, you kind of hate it. Erica,
I was gonna say,
resident hater, famously has not been neutral
Okay.
about a single thing in her life.
Okay. I'm just saying that, like, there are things that I don't like, but that I don't necessarily hate them.
she needs one level below hate.
And that's just like,
Yeah, I just feel like dislike is a negative. Like if there's a true 0, dislike is lower than 0.
right.
Yeah.
But then a hate would be
And
like,
so that's on the hate scale. That's like
correct.
hate 1, hate 2, and then and then it's 1, 2. So like
And
negative,
then what about 8? Is it just hate?
hate. Yeah, it's got to be, right? Because if you said it both, you'd be a mouthful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cracked myself up with that one.
I don't know why saying the word hate makes sense.
Okay.
But when I try to say the word HEIGHT,
Oh, yeah. Your brain
I feel like
can't do
it's got a lot
Height.
more hate. Like I feel like I want to pronounce it as
HEIGHT is height.
yeah, but we're talking about
Okay, but he just made a face at me like I was the dumbest person in the world.
no, it's very smart.
You
'cause
go.
I
You
would've
just
never-
go piss girl me.
Yeah, absolutely.
You put together something my brain's never put together. Now I feel like a fucking idiot for reading hate my entire life
As long
wrong.
as I'm not the friggin' idiot.
Let's finish the story. I don't even whatever I was saying, Blake. Cut it. Not important.
Cut the crap.
Anywho, the mom doesn't like
What
it.
the friggin' crap?
If I can I criticize?
No, I'm so fragile right now, Joshua. You cannot criticize me.
Friggin' cut the crap. Is better than cut the friggin' crap. Okay. There's just notes.
That was gonna be a criticism.
Like not hardly the time or place to do it. We good? I don't know what to do.
I think keep reading.
Just continue. I'll be fine.
me to switch stories and we'll splice it together?
No,
I mean, read a real happy one.
okay. Go on.
When I was about 14, I asked my dad to stop because I didn't like it. It made me uncomfortable, and I felt like I couldn't walk around the house without worrying about getting friggin' lunch. There's no way it says friggin' with 2 G's. I'm sorry, Blake. Put it on screen. What horrible timing. I mean, like, friggin' lunch. It's right there. 30-year-old woman. I feel like I can't read this story.
We gotta keep reading.
It might not be the episode for it.
Keep marching along. Does it get bad?
There's been effective physical abuse the whole time.
Yeah, I
Trigger
forgot
warning,
about
physical abuse. Then, that'll be a good thumbnail. People will think, Erica, that you were sad
Oh,
crying.
no.
Which you were, I guess.
A little bit. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to yell at me.
As if I yell at you frequently enough to warrant.
It's fine. I'm fine.
Yeah. Anywho. Don't look at your adorable husband.
Okay.
You can sneak one though.
When I was about 14, I asked my dad to stop because I didn't like it. It made me uncomfortable, and I felt like I couldn't walk around the house without worrying about getting friggin' launched.
You could have skipped the sentence, Joshua.
I forgot.
Keep going.
He reluctantly stopped, and it has been good since. I have a child, 2.5. And every so often, my dad makes a passing comment about smacking their butt. Not in a disciplinary way, just a playful smacking them around horseplay way. I told him word for word that his display of affection is weird and to keep his hands to himself. Where did I... The screenshot broke. I feel like Christian right now.
How dare you criticize my man?
Not a criticism, an
Oh my
admiration.
God, thank you. Fight him.
He's more than welcome to wrestle or engage in horseplay with my kid, but he is not allowed to do the butt smack thing, and that he subjected me to. He looked at me like I stabbed him and called him a horrible person.
I mean, you might as well have.
He said he never abused me, and he wasn't going to abuse my kid. I said, I never said that you abused me, but his display of affection made me uncomfortable, and I want him to find a better way to express it rather than launching us around by the arse.
British the whole time?
Wow.
My mom said I couldn't have been nicer about my mom said I could have been nicer about it, but I didn't feel like it was mean. So, like, am I the asshole? Is it not fucking weird to smack your wife/kids' asses all the time? They do have an edit specifying he's never hit their child. He's only ever spent time with their kid, blah, 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 blah. So
You're just playing a little slap ass.
he wants to play a little slap ass, but I think this crosses a line. I think this is a bad one. This is a bad story.
Very astute of you, Josh. I would have to agree. There comes a point he can do well, the mom doesn't like it. I was gonna say he can do it to mom, but if she's voicing her disdain for it
Right.
too, maybe cut it out.
Well,
But I mean there's a time and a place for it. I think there's certainly an age where you have to cut it off.
Yeah.
I didn't say
is
that
it
weird.
0? I don't think I ever start this. I think there's an age when you start it, and it's like 28. Then it becomes funny.
Okay.
Or if you're doing I guess no, I wouldn't do it. I'd take back everything I said. All I'm saying is I've slapped ass before
Okay.
in a locker room where it's
We got him.
contextually appropriate.
Book him, folks.
Maybe on a football field. You know what I mean? But that's contextually appropriate.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a context where I would slap the ass of somebody 30 years my junior who I might also be the parent of or relative of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I was just really trying to play devil's advocate over here, but
Boo.
I deserved that.
You deserved a lot more.
I genuinely thought about throwing a carrot. I'm not going to lie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
boy.
just so obvious you were trying to do it as a thing. It was embarrassing more than anything.
Okay. Valid criticism.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah.
Valid criticism.
And I did. So if you want to know if I would, yes. Because I did. What were you saying, man?
I don't know. You made me feel bad about it. I agree with you. I've never slapped anybody's ass other than Erica's, so I guess I don't know if there is any appropriate time. I was just playing devil's advocate.
Okay.
Again, really.
I thought I could slide it past you guys that time.
Can I ask?
No, we cannot.
It physically stopped me in the middle of a sentence.
Yeah.
I know. I guess I kind of know that you were playing devil's
No.
advocate.
Okay, there.
I wasn't trying to do something.
Yeah, for sure. Proud of you.
If your dad slapped your ass,
Right now,
Yeah.
like this age?
like as you're walking by, he slaps your ass and says, "Attaboy."
Yeah.
It's gonna mess you up, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, "What the?" You're gonna be on the way home, and be like, "Erica, what was that?"
Yeah.
Was
I standing like my mom? What was I doing?
Is this on me somehow?
I don't think we'd make it to the car. I think you would have an actual reaction there in front of him.
Yeah.
No, I'm too awkward for that.
No, I think you'd
Okay.
have been like, what was that? You wouldn't even question it.
You're so much braver than me. No, I'd be like, I guess this is what
the new
dads
thing.
This is what dads do with their sons when they turn 32.
Let's go out on a break.
Sounds good.
Welcome back. Oh, sorry.
I've got snacks. Do you want one?
Not right now.
Scotcheroo.
No, that might be the worst thing for me to eat right now.
Okay.
I'm allergic to peanut butter. I told you guys.
Oh,
No,
you brought the peanut butter cake?
I feel like that would have a Scorsese in my mouth.
Yeah.
The Rice Krispies?
I'd have a film in my mouth, but I couldn't think of another word for mouth. I'd have a Scorsese in me boca. There'd be a real film in my mouth after that. Are we not aware of Martin?
I'm aware of Marty.
Martin S? This is where
I call him Marty. I'm on pretty close relationship with him.
Is that somebody we want to be in a close relationship with? Has he been accused of anything? I don't know. It's a genuine question.
I don't know.
I'll Google it.
I think he hates Disneyification of movies.
Good.
Oh, is he
As
that guy?
should.
I think so.
Yeah. And was it De Niro? Not De Niro. Who's some other
Al Pacino?
famous director? Who's
He's
the guy who
82. Wow.
He's old as shit.
who's the guy who directed like The Godfather?
Scorsese.
Oh, maybe it was him that I'm thinking of. He said like he specifically talked shit about like Iron Man.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
like Marvel movies.
Oh yeah, he is very vocal about it.
I don't remember why I started this thinking it was going to be such an incredible fact to share when it was
That's
just
all
the
right.
thing that you said.
I do that to you every episode, Josh. So, oh no, you're doing a lot of Christian things right now. Oh no.
Okay, circle George. Hit the button.
Circle George. What the hell? It's the Circle George.
And if you aren't aware, this is the time of year. On Thursday of this week will be the NFL draft. If you're watching this on the Monday that came out, which is an exciting time for a lot of NFL teams, probably 32 of them. And as a little like nod to that, we started after our first season. Well, I guess it was in our first season, doing a draft, where we go over all of the subreddits we've read from, count how many times we've done it, and whoever drafts the players, yada, yada, yada. We understand how a draft works.
I don't.
Last,
I genuinely do not.
You're just trying to get the most. Wait, a football draft or our draft?
The football draft. I get our shit.
Okay.
oh, okay, that's fair. But you understand the concept of a draft.
Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't sound as confident as I would expect you to. Because I think you're
Do I understand it to the point that I could teach somebody else? No.
the concept of a draft?
Do I understand it enough to get through this? Yes.
Do I need to say
Nope. Unless you want to.
Are you trying to mansplain my wife?
Yeah.
the double point?
I bet that hurt.
I'm losing my mind.
I liked how close your point was. You were like up in his shit.
Yeah, I'm
It
pretty
felt
serious
so
about
much
my.
more aggressive.
I'm pretty serious about my point game.
I was I just really got hit right now.
Oh
I had
no.
a wave of it go through.
Oh no.
What is going on?
Josh, do you need help?
I might be.
You might be needing help.
Might be. Friggin.
Fuck.
What the friggin' heck's happening over here?
Okay. I think I figured it out. Blake, all of this, please be cut.
I don't know, brother.
You'll know to cut back in when I make a really funny joke.
Blake, I believe in you.
Values only. Thank you. Okay. Normally, Blake, you can cut this out if you don't want it. Edit size. This might be the first episode we've all allegedly
Been
four
high together?
members. We've had 4 members actively.
Wait, 4?
Yeah.
Who's the 4th?
Blake.
Editor Blake. It's right there.
Previously, we'd only have 3. It'd be us 3, and then one of us would be editing.
Did you miss that? He said Blake AITAH sometimes.
Yes, I did miss
Okay.
that statement. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
And cut back in. I fixed the technical error, if anybody was wondering what that awkward break was. I don't know why I need to explain.
Yeah, it was a technical error.
Blake,
in
cut that
Josh's
too.
brain.
Please cut that. We normally like to go through just like the stats of the show. We get comments all the time. You guys need to read more stories. We've been reading more stories. In our first year of the podcast, we read 164 stories.
Okay.
Across 52 episodes.
Ish.
Technically, yeah, it's like 46.
Okay.
And that was a total in the first season of 34 different subreddits.
Not bad.
The second season, which would be episodes 53 to 104, I'm not doing the math for the rest of them. We read 170 stories, so 6 more than the previous year. Only 9 new subreddits, though. A lot of crossover in our second season. Season 3, 194 total stories.
190 Go on.
24 more than the last year, which is effectively half a story an episode extra.
Blake, can you edit in the ticking clock from the show 24 when he says 24?
Really? The next year, season 4, 208 total stories. That's 14 more than the previous year. 36 new subreddits.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Season 4 went nutty.
I think that's when we really tried. I think Erica tried to get new subreddits is what I meant. I remember that year. I think it was that year specifically you being like, I'm reading as many news stories as I can because I drafted it. And I think at the end of the year we found out I had drafted it.
Mother dick. That
Yeah.
sounds right.
Yeah, that did happen.
Season 4,
I thought that was season 4.
that was
I thought we just did season 4.
We might have done season 2.
was season 4.
Yeah.
What? Did I skip one then? I didn't. That was season 3? That was season 3. I messed up. Right?
Josh is absolutely high as shit.
Oh, it's because
Yes.
it was 9 new subreddits, not 36. So cut all of that conversation of just being like, wow, it's crazy. Season 4, we had 208 stories and 38,
Right.
36
So
new
redo
subreddits.
season 3 then.
Cut. Please.
Joshua.
Why do I want to say season 4? This past year, this is what I wanted to say.
Okay.
Season 5. This is the conclusion of season 5. We're turning 5 years old, and then it will be season 6.
Yes.
This is why it's confusing, folks.
I don't understand why it's confusing. Like literally, we were born in 2020.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're season 1
The
of your
year
life.
now is 2025. So we are 5 years old.
Oh, yeah.
My brother was born in the year 2000.
But
the
the-
year now is 25. He's now 25.
But you wouldn't call like the first year of life. It's calling it the first season. It's like the first
Yeah.
season, but
My
like
first year of life. Yes.
but like you're 0 when you're not 1.
Yes.
So like on a TV show starting at 1, at age start at 0. Does that make sense?
Okay.
I don't think we're in the right state of mind for this to make sense, but
Cut all of that.
no, you're not cutting any of it.
Cut this whole episode.
This is a horrible idea. What were you gonna say?
We're too inebriated to have this
Yeah.
conversation. You
Speak
guys
for
are
your fucking
comparing
self. I'm
apples
stone
and
cold
oranges.
Season 5, which was the one that we're in currently, episodes 209 to 260. We read 223 stories, which is 15 more than the previous year, a near 40% increase from our first season. So people keep saying, need to read more stories. This is what you get. I guess we probably should. This is a bad example episode to say. We read plenty of stories.
Yeah, this is a bad episode for that.
And 24 new subreddits this past year.
What episode are we on?
This is 264. 254.
There's 260.9 weeks in 5 years.
Yeah, but
I'm just
it won't be.
I'm just doing the math for you.
But it won't be
Yeah,
5
I
years
understand.
until middle of June for
Oh,
us.
I see what you're saying.
We bulk like 8 episodes, so
Cut back
add
in.
6 weeks, 8 weeks.
Cut back in. Are we ready to go? 223 stories. Erica, last year in the 2024 draft, Christian had come in last.
What the hell?
And I came second.
Sounds
You
about
came
right.
second,
Sounds
I
about
believe,
right.
and then I won
What
last year.
the hell? You're supposed to lie about me on this.
I was talking about the draft.
You're lying. You said you're always lying. She doesn't come second, folks.
Cut all of this.
I'm going
back.
to.
I'm back.
I'm texting and driving, Josh.
I'm
right
ready.
after this episode's over, I'm texting and driving.
Let me
I'm
start
gonna
from.
be in the car with you. Don't do
You gotta
that.
stay here.
Let me start from the beginning. It's very important.
Okay.
We have done. This is our 4th year of the draft. The first year of the draft, I won.
Hooray!
And so I got the belt.
Josh, this is very unfortunate.
Then season 2. Christian won the belt.
Woo!
Then the next season, and I've already messed up, but narratively, it was me.
Oh, this is bullshit.
I won the belt again.
Bullshit.
Audio
It's
listeners,
upside down.
it's we're holding up a belt. Blake, fix the upside downness in post.
No.
And then
Can you also chroma shift it to gold? Silver's not my color.
the long story short, this is our 4th draft. Christian won the first one. I won the next 2 in a row. I'm on a 2 streak. I could 3-peat here. I know I just said I didn't say that. This year, Erica, you drafted the field, so everything that's on Reddit that's not from any of the other subjects, and anything dealing with relationships. So any subreddits dealing with relationships, relationship advice. Sometimes there would just be a random one. I'd throw that in there.
Yeah.
Christian, you drafted listener submissions. You're a man of the people.
Okay.
And confession type. So those you are today I fucked up. Off my chest.
R/confessions.
R/confessions, of
Okay.
course.
This is looking good for Chrissy.
And I, who won last year, didn't get a good draft. I drafted Am I the Asshole?
Fuck.
So that's not a bad number. And then I get non-Reddit stories. Stories
Okay.
that we read that were off of Reddit. So Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr.
Okay.
There wasn't a lot of those.
What did Erica have?
In the field, so other subreddits.
Okay. You had shit off.
And
of-
relationships.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
With 70 points, I came in last place.
Yeah.
We rode 3 stories that weren't from Reddit. And
Only 3?
67 Am I the Assholes?
That's pretty good.
And that was big because we got a lot of am I overreactings? All the asshole subreddit spin-offs really took off this year.
Yeah.
So that's why there were so many there. And there's 1 point difference between number 1 and number 2, folks. This is our tightest draft yet. I had 70. First place had 77. Second place had 76.
oh
Whoa.
boy.
So really, I didn't do all that bad. In second place, we have Christian, which means Erica, you get the belt.
Hell yeah!
I have a secret for you. I see that you remember that we're going to get a belt. You did the work. Christian waited last second. Erica wins 2 belts.
Hey!
I also fear that the wrestling belt wasn't going to fit. So I got a weightlifting belt.
Yours looks better than mine.
I ran out of ink because Erica also wins a prize. What did I get you?
Wait, Erica wins a prize?
I win a prize?
Are you
First place wins a...
proposing?
I felt.
You get 1 scooper dish from Culver's.
Oh, hell yeah.
And you get a pack of Marlboro Reds.
Ew, what the fuck?
Legally, we have to bleep that. I don't think, because kids watch this, man.
What?
We're on kids' YouTube.
What the hell?
Better fucking not be.
And the cigarettes were too expensive, so I couldn't afford more ink, which is unfortunate.
Okay.
But you win both.
Well, I came in last.
Which one do you want then?
That's so funny because I doubted you.
You doubted
mentioned
me.
the belt, and today I was like, I'm just going to go buy the belt.
Where did you get it?
Did you get it from our local?
Yeah.
That's
belt-
why there's only one left. Because
The
I
local
also
belt company. The other one was ugly, though.
the other one was ugly, and then I looked at the back and I was like, "Oh, that one looks sick as hell." I'm digging around the wrestling action figures.
Today? We
Yeah.
must have just missed each other.
I went at 3:00. I'm digging around. I was like, "Where the fuck is this other belt?" There was
Yeah.
2 different belt barcodes.
I like yours a lot more. Editor, make it so we did the other ones. But I came in last, and hey, I decided last place also gets a little something. I get a plaque. And it's
Baby girl.
Illinois novelty bike license plate that says baby girl.
Man, I should have
Yeah.
came in last place.
So last place gets baby girl, and first place gets 2 belts.
I wish that I wasn't
Yeah.
allegedly right now because
the
I feel
gloating
like
you would be
I
doing.
feel like I would be jumping on the couch, a la Tom Cruise on Oprah right now.
Oh wow.
Give it a whirl.
I cannot.
Okay.
I will fall to my death.
I do have very low floors. I
They're
got
really deadly.
low
Don't do it.
floors.
You got low with it too. Wow.
What's the
Please shut up. I really want to be on topic. This is already off of topic. And I did forget it.
Okay. Are we gonna pick our draft?
"Please
Are we
shut
gonna
up."
redraft?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Let's go quick. We do need to play one draft noise. The ding 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 ding. Blake, please find it and play it here. We don't need it all for a ton of time because I got stories to read. Erica, you came in first. I came in last, which means I will draft first. I said last year we were going to snake. You specifically asked if we were going to snake, and I said yes, and then we did not snake. So I think in true tradition, we will not be snaking in the draft.
This is absolute.
Wait.
bullshit.
Snake would be like Catan rules,
Snake, yes. Yep.
and we're not doing that.
No.
That's some
We're
bullshit.
just looping. Oh, well, when you lost, you thought that was cool. Now
So, Erica, you will pick third. Christian will pick second. I will pick first.
Stupid.
We're just picking one of the 6 categories for next year. I'm going to take listener submissions.
ooh,
I'm the man of the people. Everybody have been saying it. Christian, what do you take?
I gotta take Am I the Asshole?
Okay. Strong choice.
I'm taking relationships.
Okay. I'll just watch this and post and write it down later. I will be taking the field. Is that open?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take field. Absolutely field.
I'll take non-Reddit.
Okay, that means I get confession type.
That's not bad.
I'm not upset about it.
Cool. I'm not going to recap.
Cool.
I barely remember what I took.
Josh picked listener submissions and
What a guy.
confession.
Nope. I have confession type.
Oh, he took listener submission and field. Christian took Am I the Asshole and non-Reddit. Erica took relationships and confessions.
Yeah.
Erica's absolutely set to win now. We're cooked.
Well, you think so? Nobody has ever repeated except for me before.
I guess I'm gonna have to
Hey,
repeat it.
you weren't back to back.
I was back to back. I messed up.
The fuck?
It's in the sheet. I'll post a link to a non-editable, searchable version of our sheet, just to prove that I was wrong. Like that song. Who's that by?
Jason Derulo.
I was wrong.
I assume.
It sounds like lit. I don't know if it's lit though.
I only know their one song.
That's what I mean. Who are you going to assume before I rudely interrupted?
No, Taylor.
Swift? I could see how you could.
No, the other Taylor.
Lautner?
It's by Social Distortion. How about that?
Whoa. Your
What
mom
are
would
they
love that.
She loves Social Distortion. She actually just went to
Really?
a Social Distortion concert
I
not
feel-
that long ago.
I feel
And
like she talks about them all the time.
all the time. And she got Olsen a Social Distortion t-shirt. It's too big for him yet.
I was going to say, has he ever wore it?
No,
That
it's
makes
big.
sense.
This might be a situation just that I would have never asked, but I don't think I've ever met a Social Distortion fan. But they could be among us. Like they could be.
Yeah, my mom loves them.
Yeah.
I've never heard a single song by them.
Yes, you have.
It's kind of scary to think that anywhere you go, there could be a Social
Yeah.
Distortion fan.
Yeah, I get that.
They should make a website for them. This is a listener submitted sound, and it is from a listener. We always do it before a listener submitted story. Hello, friends. Here's yet another sound. It's just titled all caps sound.
Josh.
A secret. Please don't. A secret sound. You'll never guess what it is. You could say my name. This is from Haley. It says love H dog.
I know what it is already.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Bong. James Bong.
nice. I don't think anyone's ever done that before.
Okay, hold on.
Thank you.
That's impressive.
Genuinely, I'm
Were you
like,
being serious?
yeah, I don't
My
think
first-
anyone's done that
My
one.
first question was to be incredulously, has anybody made that joke before?
Incredulous, yeah.
Did I say incredulous?
Well, he's going to do it credulously. He was doing it absolutely credulously.
I meant
Yeah, he forgot the L, so he just said credulous.
I meant, fuck, really?
More like credulous, am I right?
That's so mean.
I looked at my butter substitute credulously. I could believe it.
Do you need the
It's
aux
not.
still? I'll take that. We got this, folks.
You're killing me. You have such an infectious giggle. Seriously, it's a super
Blushing.
spreader event. I would have killed during COVID before the vaccines. Listener submitted story. If you want to send that in, judgiespod@gmail.com. We don't always read them high.
Allegedly.
This is today I fucked up by poop cock.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His name is Poopcock?
Oh, bye. What a pen name.
I don't
Poopcock.
know.
First name Poop, last name Cock?
It's
Or
a-
full last name is Poopcock?
No,
It's-
they're
it's-
from a.
P-O-O-P cock. It's
So
his title.
Poo, Opcock.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
They say, hello, Judgies. My name is
Taylor.
Pronouns are she, her, and you can say if it's a bonus episode. It's not. I've been a loyal shitlord for almost a year now. Thank you. If not, make one up, please. Shit. I'm sorry, Blake. Name.
Taylor.
Taylor's perfect. Please bleep out their
I
name.
couldn't think of a single name ever.
I love you all, Judgies, and my favorite switches often. Currently, it's Christian because I also allegedly partake in the devil's lettuce regularly. Anyway, I love you all so much, and thank you for the community you have built. This story happened when I was 16. Having lost my virginity to this guy almost a year prior, I agreed to try anal with my boyfriend, 17, because it was both of our first times. Sorry. Because it was both of our first times, we did some research on how to make the experience the most comfortable for me.
So smart and mature of you.
I understood it would be somewhat painful at first. We did all the prep, or so we thought.
Wah, wah, wah.
The title really gives away where this goes. But I'll tell you,
But it's catchy.
there's a different part of the story that makes me want to read it, and that's why I chose it. So it's not just about poop cock.
Okay.
A little bit of a spoiler.
It's also about Peacock.
It is.
No, it's not.
Unironically, it comes up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear it.
The NBC streaming channel. Anyway, after lots of foreplay and some toy use to prepare my butthole, we begin doing the act. As we get comfortable and into it, I begin smelling a smell. A smelly smell that smells
Smelly. Yeah, we all know.
As soon as I notice it, he does too, and my heart sinks. He pulls out, and yep, you guessed it, we forgot one fatal step. His member was covered in a liquid poop numbing lube slurry. That was almost harder than propagated jet, whatever I said before. And it smelled foul. I, being an awkward 16-year-old, said the only thing I could think of, which was the meme, if you say peacock, then nobody bats an eye. You say poopcock, then society goes wild. But I was so coated in shame that I couldn't even articulate that. So instead I just whispered, society. My poor boyfriend with poopcock is just sitting there horrified.
Oh no.
Society.
Oh, no.
We aren't done yet. I forgot to mention his mom was home while this whole ordeal was going down. She was in her room watching a movie, but still home nonetheless. So us both showering together was off the table. Safe to say I had to sit there poopy butt cheeked up, leaving chocolate stains on an old t-shirt of his that he gave me to sit on. Don't worry, Ricky. We threw it in a plastic bag and into the garbage after this one. We threw it into the garbage after this one implies it had been used before.
Oh no.
They're like, after this one, we'll throw it away.
There's another side to it. Come on.
Turn the condom inside out.
Oh no.
He is a saint and was not upset. We are, in fact, still together.
Oh.
And laugh about our teenage stupidity often. When we partake in the occasional backdoor party, I make sure to anal douche half an hour in advance just to be safe. Sorry if this was long, and thank you for judging. Smoke grass, cut class, and eat ass.
Okay.
Parentheses, or wiggly wiggly Taylor.
Thanks, Taylor.
Wonderful. That was a fun one.
I loved the directions at the end. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Just cut the shit, and they're like, also, I'm safe, and I
Yeah.
know how to do things now.
Yeah.
I love
Hey,
that.
I still get play.
I loved the cut. I just loved the cut to like professionalism almost.
Yeah.
It's like we went from like whispering with the nurse at the doctor's office to like getting a diagnosis. Like it just like switched entirely from like being friendly to just professional. You know?
Yes.
Like you're an adult.
Okay.
So you could pull out your phone, but you feel weird for pulling out your phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're not going to get in trouble and you know that, but it's like I don't want to have the doctor come in when I'm on my phone.
There's clearly a sign that right there that says, please don't use your phone. But you're like, that's for a fucking asshole. That's like, that means like, don't take a call.
I could use the phone. I'm a good phoneman. Erica, you don't have social anxiety like me. You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get it.
You don't know what I have.
You're a social butterfly.
Anywho. Don't read this part out loud.
That was a really good pick.
Okay, now you can read this part out loud. Like if you want, it's your show. Thank you. Hi, Judgies, it's Tori. I was scrolling Reddit and found this story. I don't know. I was going to make a stupid joke and I should have. It happens every year, man.
Okay.
I'm trying to be like the emotional bedrock for you guys here. We got this. Let's.
I appreciate it, man.
I can't even look at Josh anymore.
We're a professional company.
My wife wants a divorce over our soon-to-be child's name. So I'm in quite a predicament, and I really need some advice. Many people name their children John, Susan.
You want me to read this? Okay. You got this, Christian. So
Don't
I'm in
read, don't
quite a
read the
predicament.
subreddit.
All right, I'm in quite a predicament, and I really need some advice. Many people name their children John, Susan, Mark, etc. You know, the same names you hear all the time. My wife is obsessed with unique baby names, and she came up with the perfect system for the names that we choose, but that's also where I'm having my stumbling block. So my wife tracks her periods and our sexual activity on a well-known phone app. This is how we know.
Facebook. Makes a status every time.
This is how we know when she conceives our children. This is how we know when she conceives our children. That is also how we choose their names. On top of that, she likes to choose their middle name based off of the exact day. So, for example, I have a sweet little boy named December Juan.
He was born on December 1.
Well, then it says hidden for privacy. Is that the actual name? I don't know. Whatever. I also have an older girl named March Nina Tina.
March 19th.
I'm not even putting it together.
You're just saying it with an
genius.
Italian accent.
Well, I didn't know that. My problem
Well, you
rose
could
with
try
my,
right now.
Pre-
Just say
Let
the
me-
name with an Italian accent.
Oh, let me hear an Italian accent. You know I can't do accents.
Just do this.
Anina Tina.
Yeah, now it sounds more like 19. You got it.
I can't believe you made me do that. I'm so embarrassed. I'm killing it. Now my
Yes.
problem rose with my precious baby to be. We are keeping the gender secret until my wife gives birth. But she was conceived in September on the 11th. My wife insists that we keep the tradition going and we name our future child September 11. What a bad parent. I feel like this is a step too far, and she's been hysterically crying every time I suggest that we don't name our baby this. I've even suggested that we go with the name Autumn 11, or even just with a day before or after. For example, September 10th. September 10th. I don't know what to do for 12, though. However, none of these...
As if the other names weren't made up already, and you could never figure out what to do with 12.
That was
12
really
is
hard.
such a hard word. There's a T and a W right next to each other. Normally there's a U and a V in there.
However, none of these appease my wife either. She insists that this is essentially lying to our future baby and the world, along with breaking a tradition on such an important matter, too. She also thinks it would be weird to have all of our kids with month names, but not our newest. She thinks it could cause other kids to feel like we favor the new baby because he or she will be different from the others. Tensions have been rising even more recently because the baby is getting closer and closer to being born. We've been getting into huge screaming arguments, and my wife even used the D word recently because she thinks
divorce.
she thinks I care more about random people's feelings rather than that of his own wife's.
Dum dum.
Friggin'. I need help big time, guys. I don't want a divorce, but I also hate the name she wants. Does anyone have any ideas that would be a good compromise? Could this just be pregnancy brain? Is there a chance she'll change her mind after the baby's born? I'll be forever grateful to anyone who can find a way for me to get out of this situation. I really don't want people thinking of a terrorist attack when they see my child's full name.
Other things have happened on September 11th in the year.
Name one.
This kid was born, potentially.
Okay. I also don't want people to think we are a terrorist sympathizer. Thoughts?
Name would be a disaster. But
No one
no one would forget it.
That was beautiful.
The other night we got Jimmy John's, and the only reason I ever remember my mom's order is because I always get a number 11. She always gets a number 9.
Ooh, rough.
So then when I got home, I was like, you know how I remembered your order? And she was what? And I pointed to both of our sandwiches and I went 9, 11. And she goes, ah. I said, never forget.
Did she think it was funny?
No, she did
I was gonna
not.
say, she might be the age where that's still offensive to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those damn oldies and caring about national tragedies.
I mean, but as like,
I would never make a joke about it.
that's what I mean. Is like, we're at an age where it's like, we were still kids. We lived through it a different way than you did.
Yeah. So what do you think? September Elvin?
Embarrassing.
Elvin? Not a good name.
No.
Any of the other ones good ones?
Well, it was December 1st.
No, I think it was December 1.
December Juan.
Yeah.
Then
It was March.
Which is a
Nina
lot-
Tina.
I will say December 1, while probably offensive, it's a lot better than whatever November 31st would have been called.
Yeah.
They really dodged a bullet there.
But oh my God.
November 31st.
Think,
Is there
Mister,
only
if you
30
make a
days in
time
November?
machine,
My bad. November 30th.
if
I
you
don't understand.
if you make a time machine, this is the only way you can fix this problem of yours. Create a time machine. Go back to November 30th.
Sorry.
Get your wife to induce in labor somehow.
There you
Spook her.
I thought this was the dates they were conceived.
Shit.
go.
Fuck on a different day.
No, you're correct.
You're right. That's how we
You're
keep track.
so correct.
Fuck your wife on a day earlier.
Go in a different time zone or some
But
shit.
you could fuck on one day and then conceive the child the next.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck her in the morning that day.
Give it as much time as
How
it
much
needs.
time does it take?
I mean,
it's gonna be like a
sperm
3-week thing or
I
something
was gonna,
crazy.
yeah, sperm can stay in the canal for quite a while. Hold
Shit.
on, let me look it up.
Shit dies the second
hell
it
is
touches
this?
air, and then I can just live inside the vaginal canal for 3 weeks.
Well, I'm interested to hear this number because there's so many animals where the example is like, you know, it can like,
Like a hyena
blah, blah, blah.
is crazy.
Well, yeah.
Sperm can survive in the female reproductive tract for up to 5 days.
That seems about right. There's
Yeah.
just like some animals what'll be like I'm pretty sure there's some animal where like I think it might be a bug. Once it has sex, like that sperm is just always in there until it gets used, and so like,
Damn, they only
they'll
get
have
to come
multiple
once.
males, and then like the body will do like a double selection process.
Wow.
Anywho, this is
He's a dork. You're just talking about biology. Normally, you're a hater on biology, aren't you?
And you know what? That's like reproductive biology. That's halfway to genetics.
That's what you hate is genetics. Damn, I called you on the wrong thing.
No, you got me there, which usually is second.
Dork.
Anywho, real quickly, our listener writes in. This is the don't read this part out loud part. I think it'd be funny if you read this without telling Erica it's satire. The whole story was made up. That was on r/name nerd circle jerk. So it's making fun of people who care about names like that.
You got her ass.
I just said it really convincingly. I even faked having a laughing fit to hand the phone to Christian, if you can believe it. Do you?
You're telling me what we had wasn't real?
Do you believe that? Because I was lying.
I'm gonna cry again.
But this one, it's not a good one. He didn't mean that because
Last
No,
story,
don't do this.
Last story of the night is from Cameron. Do you remember Cameron? Off submitter?
Who I get yelled at every time for not remembering?
No.
Who's that?
Cameron's just an off submitter.
Okay.
I don't think we know much about Cameron.
Okay.
Don't try to cry.
I was almost there, Josh. If you would give me a little longer.
That was a real gamble on my end because if you were about to cry. Woo. Anywho. Am I the asshole for drugging my cousin's wife at a family barbecue?
Interesting.
My aunt hosted a family barbecue yesterday. She has one of those frozen margarita machines that comes out for every party,
hell yeah,
which sounds awesome. And we were all having fun, drinking margs, eating food, and catching up. I excused myself to have a smoke, and my cousin's wife, Jessica, said that she would join me. She asked to bum a smoke, and I said sure, but let her know that they weren't tobacco. They were hemp, and asked her if she was fine with that. She said she only smokes when she's drunk anyways, and it was fine.
It's that damn wacky tobacco.
At this point, I had switched to water because I was feeling pretty tipsy and still had to drive home later. Jessica, on the other hand, was going hard on the frozen margs. I'm not one to count drinks, but her glass was never empty. Well, then how would you know? This is a real
You're
Gabriel's.
counting a little bit at least.
This is a real Gabriel's horn situation.
Or maybe it was never empty. And she's
Right.
still on her first one, and you're just being a dick.
Schrodinger's margarita.
Yeah. I'm gonna use that
Siri, quick.
before they notice.
This is where things got messy. Jessica, clearly drunk at this point, ended up falling in the pool. Full dress, makeup, phone, everything. I ran over to help pull her out, but once she was out, she started freaking out on me. She started yelling that I had drugged her, and that's why she fell in the pool. It turned into a huge scene. Everyone ran over. Jessica was bawling and screaming that I'd given her a weed cigarette and that she didn't realize it until it hit her, and that she's been stoned ever since. My whole family was staring at me while I tried to explain that it was definitely not weed. It's a hemp cigarette that I literally bought on Amazon. They can't sell weed at Amazon. Jeff Bezos doesn't like it. I pulled out the pack and showed everyone where it says 0% THC. I told Jessica I'm sorry she fell in the pool, but it's most likely because she's been drinking all day, not because of a hemp cigarette I gave her hours ago. Then, in a very classy Jessica moment, she threw a margarita in my face.
It was a classic moment.
Yeah, she just does it so much.
Classic Jessica.
It's such a Jessica move.
It's honestly, it's not a party if Jessica's not throwing a drink in someone's face.
My uncle tells her and my cousin that they need to leave, and she said she was going to call the cops and press charges. My cousin apologized and said Jessica is just going through a tough time, and he'll make sure she calms down. So I thought that was that. But then I told my friend what happened, and she said, I don't think she should have thrown her drink at you, but you gave someone a hemp cigarette when they were already drunk, which is kind of sketchy. Now I'm wondering. I did tell her it was hemp, and it didn't have any THC in it, but maybe I should have just said no. Was I the asshole here?
I don't think so. You told her what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, she was just looking for an excuse.
Yeah, I probably felt very embarrassed.
I was
Yeah.
going to say, she can't be as embarrassed if it's somebody else's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not fair for her at all to just like spin that on you like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is the smallest chance of like the placebo. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
everybody has like the story from high school, like where somebody was drinking like apple juice the whole night. And it's like they're acting like they're drunk. They don't even have anything.
Mm-hmm.
You could still like smoke. And it's like, well, this smells like weed. It tastes like weed. And I guess it's weed. And now you're a little buzzed.
Yeah.
And then it is you're falling, you're a piece of shit and you're an asshole. So. Thank you. Holy
Wow.
shit.
There's power in that. That was impressive. Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, you're really coming up tonight.
Erica's baby girl.
You're goddamn right.
That's
I
a
am.
loud sign. What is this, Bill Engvall concert? Is that what you were about to say?
I said, you're goddamn right. I am.
I think that's all I previewed.
Okay, perfect.
Do you need one more? Did
If
we
you
go
got-
long enough?
I think we should probably get one more if you got one more.
Really?
We're at an
I
hour.
have more. It's all I got to
Okay,
give.
all right. We're at an hour and 15, and I think there's gonna be a little cut.
When she
Go
say
to
deeper,
r/
there's no more peen left.
You know what?
I don't
That's
have
the
that problem.
perfect thing to get cut out on.
It's a meme.
Oh wait, no, we need to know where to go follow us.
You don't want to follow us after this.
That hurts.
r/. I'll let you do the shoulder roll. About to hit us with a donkey roll? Okay.
Pretty close. Bye.
Oh, the judges love you.